So Aries, your week commencing the 13th of January forecast begins with the North Node having switched out of your sign and into your 12th house. Over the next year and a half, it is going to be asking you some questions, but particularly about how accepting you are of the more psychological, spiritual and emotional realms. If that's something you've been resisting, particularly since Saturn's been in that area the last 2 years, the North Node is really asking you to just be a bit kinder and softer to yourself. Everyone has parts of their nature that perhaps we find a little harder to accept. But in a really dynamic way, this week beginning with the full moon is very powerful indeed, particularly as the sun within the mix of that is linking to Uranus. Now Uranus has been disruptive since March 2019 in terms of your income, but it may also have seen lots of changes and therefore lots of opportunities, and this can create an opportunity. It's just the full moon suggests, particularly with your ruler Mars so close to it, that maybe your home or emotional life may need to flex a little bit in order for you to seize the opportunity. Now, if you're lucky enough to have family or a partner who are really in your corner, that may be less of an issue. But if you are trying to juggle work opportunities with home demands, then it could be a little challenging. However, as this week goes on, the combination between Venus and Saturn in your 12th house is intriguing. If there is someone that you've had a crush on, and perhaps that relationship has been developing in a very slow way, that combination could give you food for thought about whether you should open up and take that risk of making the first move. However, by the end of the week, as the sun moves into the friendly Aquarius for you, one of the great ways to perhaps move that relationship's possibility forwards is in a more relaxed, informal way. Perhaps inviting someone to go for a walk, perhaps meet up for a coffee, not necessarily a full-on date. But if your social world has been a little stagnant since the turn of the year, you certainly get a great opportunity to reignite things at the end of this week, particularly if someone has seemed to have been somewhat out of touch. But you know, actually, with such a lot of planets in Pisces recently, I think you've been doing quite a lot of deep thinking, reminiscing, or perhaps just needing to have something of a break. But if you get the chance to go again, particularly around your long-term hopes, the end of this week can be particularly significant for you. Aries, if you've yet to watch your year 2025 deep dive video forecast, please see the link beneath this video.